Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Tanya Rochelle. Okay, I'm back. I have had when I went back and start going back through some of the questions I have been getting or the text messages that I have been getting with questions on ways to make income on a consistent basis during and after a pandemic. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it because this is very important. This is a very valid question. I mean, what do you do during or after a pandemic when, especially, we've all had the experience of, having a worldwide pandemic and how it affected the economy and so on and so forth. So here's my tips. The first thing I will say before we even get into how to make money, you have to understand that remember, money is a frequency. It's an energy. So the first thing I would tell you is on your journey to getting ready to start your business or whatever it is that you're wanting to do, be working on your mindset. Be working on your mindset so to the point of where you are focusing on being more positive, focusing on, understanding that everything that happens is really a result of what you are creating or what you are focusing on or the words that you speak. You're creating what's happening in your life. So, that's just what it is. So that's one thing, working on your mindset. Okay, so 2, start a business. That business, and when I say start a business, it could start off as like a side gig. It could, be whatever. What I want you to do now is just take a moment and think about the past year, with the pandemic, all of that. Think about, based on everything that was going on, what were some things that were still constant? Well, one thing for me, I would tell anybody, you want to get an insurance license. Why? Well, getting an insurance license, it really is kind of like a big umbrella. And when I say insurance, because there are different types, I'm speaking specifically about life, accident, and health. You can also do like property and casualty, as well. There's other things, but I'm talking about life, accident, and health. It's an umbrella. And what I have learned along the way in terms of from a business perspective, you can become a broker very easily, meaning you have access to all providers. You basically have access to the whole financial system. Well, for myself, because it's just life, accident, and health, I can do all fixed products, no variable. So when we talk about variable, that's more on the investment side. Okay, so that would be like a person who does 401ks, who does mutual funds, things like that. You have to have a securities license for that. So I choose not to have a securities license because I trade. So that's like a conflict of interest. Okay, so insurance, that would be my number one that I would tell a person to get your insurance license. You have number one, when you get that, and now it could be an Amazon, it could be a jungle, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of different companies, and you may not know where to go and what to do. It just depends on how you want to structure it. When I started out with an agency. As I evolved, I got into my own, and I prefer my own. I have my own also, along with trainings. I have, teamwork and a community. I prefer that route. I just prefer that. It's just a lot easier. It allows me for, like, even when I have teammates who come in, I have other people who can, that we work together. So that makes it easier. So if you want more information about that, you can always text me and I'll help you with that. But I would say get your insurance license so that you can become a broker. And just think about it like it's more like a buffet. You have everything. So people can just kind of pick what they want, or you have the ability to give people what they want based on whatever their situation is. You're not limited to just one product or one company, so on and so forth. You understand what I'm saying? Next, even like with specialties in insurance, I also would tell a person, I recommend that you get the training to do Medicare Advantage. A lot of people in the beginning, when I first got started, they would, oh my God, they would scare you so bad talking about, oh, you get your license took, you get da 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 da. And you know, I learned later on, I just learned later on it was more so like a weeding out process. They don't really want a lot of people in that area. I don't know. And I don't know why people do that, because it's very lucrative. You actually, with Medicare Advantage, you have the ability to set yourself up to get monthly income for, you know, as long as those clients are on the book. And usually when the clients get on the books, they usually stay on the books until they pass away. So what I'm saying is that you can get yourself to a point to where you're on a, you know, monthly income, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 after the fact. And you keep building this, and now you're looking at, you know, life just gets easier. And I want to just tell you so much. But definitely, I recommend Medicare Advantage as being one of the specialties that you take on in addition to having your insurance license, because you have to have a certain, you know, training. And you now, here's the thing with just regular insurance, when you just talk about just having your life, accident, and health, once you're licensed, you can get licensed in you can get licensed in every state if you want to. So you can practice in every state. You just want to make sure you also have your error and omissions insurance, which if you're interested, you should contact me. And I already got the hookup for all of that stuff. So I can help you out on a lot of that stuff already. With Medicare Advantage, you do have to take a test every year. But don't worry, it's okay, okay? It's okay, don't worry about it. Don't let that deter you, because see, a lot of people, they will let that say, oh, I don't want to do that, that's too much. And that's where you messed up at. Because think about it, the easier it is to get in, I mean, anybody can get in. But there are a couple of things that you're going to have to do. And that's for a reason. That's by design. But I'll say one thing for sure, it's definitely the most lucrative. Okay? So don't let that scare you. Please don't. A lot of agents are giving wrong information, scaring agents. That's just false, wrong. You know, move on. Don't even listen to them. Okay? So that's one, insurance. Next, just focusing on multiple streams of income that don't take your time. So of course, I'm going to recommend also medical commodities. Medical commodities has been by far one of the best things that I have done. I can do it on a part-time basis. It doesn't take, you know, a lot of my time. I'm able to make a substantial amount of income quickly. So that would be my second recommendation, because even during the pandemic, nothing stopped. Okay. Also, learning how to trade. Now, this is a whole nother beast. And I get so many people asking me, are you going to start teaching people how to trade? Eventually I will. But right now, it's not going to happen anytime really soon. I know I said, somebody asked me and I was like, oh, probably within the next 90 days or so. But it don't look like that's going to be the case. I just can't, for what it's going to take. And I just, not right now. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying not right now, okay? But learning how to trade, you know, I just did the work. I just went on there, I went online, I got information. I started with babypips.com. Then I had people I was following as well. And I just learned how to trade. I put in the work and just learn how to trade, okay? me see. The next thing I would recommend, because honestly, y'all, one thing that did not change, actually, it increased during the pandemic. People eat. People ate, and a lot of us got that COVID weight on us, all of that. So nothing changed. It actually increased when it comes to eating. So vending machines is another recommendation that I will make. Vending machines, or you have a lot of people who, were able to start selling food from their house, start or like businesses where you get a food truck or something like that, because people gonna eat. They're gonna eat. That's just it. They are going to eat. So those are there are more, I'm sure, but those are the ones that I have found that for myself work, that require the least amount of time. Because, vending machines, this is a matter of location, but, checking on them, you're looking to make with each machine probably about $300 or better. And you just go restock and the machine does the work. You don't have to be there, none of that. So my focus is more a mix. You have, some passive and some that are not passive when it comes to income. So you have to just kind of work that out. Insurance definitely takes more time because you're talking to people, you're working with people, have more contact. So that's my main, I guess I would say my main thing, because it takes the majority of my time. But then from there, we talk about medical commodities, trading, things like that, things that take. Now with trading, I'm gonna tell you, now trading is even a little different, because like I can't just, like I have to be in a certain mode to trade. Like I can't just stop randomly now, oh, I'm gonna jump into no. It don't work like that. Like I literally have to get my mind right, quiet it down so I can focus and really concentrate on trade. Now, as for me, now I don't know about nobody else. So for me, so it's a little different, but when I take out the time and really focusing on doing it, it's worth it. Financially, it's worth it. But that is pretty much it. I just wanted to go into things that I can personally tell you are working or will work during a pandemic and after a pandemic. These are my recommendations. If you would like more information as it pertains to the insurance or Medicare Advantage, things like that, I'd be more than happy to share that with you. You can join our team if you like. Let's see. Also, when it comes to medical commodities, you can reach out to me as well. I can get you that information. It is a one-time $100 for that, and you get the training. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you that information since I had so many questions, and I'm like, I can't keep so I figured this would be the best way to do it. So yeah, if you have any questions and anything like that, just reach out to me. It's your girl, Tanya Rochelle, and bye-bye.